Hello and a warm welcome to the Southern View, an exclusive bulletin on news from South India. I'm Sam Daniel from Chennai. Over the next 20 minutes, my colleagues all across South India will bring you up to speed with all the news developments in this part of the country. I'm Sam Daniel in Chennai. I'll be joined by my colleagues Ritu and Deepak Bopana from Bengaluru, Vijay from Chennai and Ashwin from Thiruvananthapuram. Let's begin with news from Karnataka on some breaking information on the wedding of Rashmika. Over to you, Ritu and Deepak.
Two southern superstars, Vijay Deverakonda and Rashmika, of course, have been well, the two southern stars, Rashmika and Vijay Deverakonda, have been rumored to have been in a relationship for quite some time. It was only very recently, of course, they finally broke the news that they're going to be officially marrying each other, and it has been the talk of the town ever since. And the wedding, of course, is taking place in Udaipur. It's a luxury resort. A lot of high-profile, actors, actresses, dignitaries are all expected to be there. Some of them already, flying into Udaipur. We've seen the likes of Sandeep Vanga, who of course gave Vijay Deverakonda a big hit, and also we've had Vicky Kaushal, who was alongside Rashmika in a very recent movie Chava, and many other co-stars who are all part of that grand wedding that's taking place in Udaipur. In the latest development, we've got some update that they're going to be honoring their roots. They're going to be having two types of weddings. One is going to be a Telugu style wedding for Vijay Deverakonda. Of course, he comes from a Telugu family, and as far as Rashmika is concerned, she comes from a Kodava family, and that's why they'll also have a Kodava style wedding, which will of course include 2 to 3 ceremonies depending on how they want to pack their time and also have these rituals. Ritu, it's of course widely spoken about the wedding of Viroj. A lot was speculated earlier that she was in fact going to get married. Finally, after the date was announced, the excitement has been there. Tell us a little more about the people who are coming and what's exactly happening there in Udaipur.
Well, you see, Deepak, we've been seeing how that, various such visuals from Udaipur's airport that we are getting to see. Many such celebrities have started, coming in there to join the wedding of these actors. In fact, all this while we have seen how that the family members of both the families, Mandanna family as well as Deverakonda family has already reached therein, and how that they seem to be quite excited, and the excitement seems to be quite in air as well for both the families as well. You see the friends as well have started coming in. There in the Udaipur for this, and so far you see, Deepak, we have in fact seen all kind of those pictures that both the celebrities are basically taking it on their social media platforms, something on the pool side where the volleyball being played, some sports activities as well, some sort of a videos related, all those pictures that have been really coming out as well. So fans seems to be quite excited because they have in fact given them long back the title itself, but today the real life basically turns into a real life for both Vijay Deverakonda as well as Rashmika Mandanna. Now with this, of course, you see there's a breaking news that's coming in. You have the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in fact sending a best wishes for both of them, Vijay Deverakonda and Rashmika Mandanna. There you see he has conveyed his best wishes, sent blessings as well. You see Prime Minister in fact has written in a letter that both of these celebrities are not something who are very new to the script. They have been there in the industry for a long time. As we all know that Rashmika Mandanna entered film industry in 2016 with a movie Kirik Party therein, that which was in Kannada. Later point she moved on into Telugu movie. She's worked in Bollywood as well, multiple films Vijay Deverakonda has also been part of. But herein you have the Prime Minister Narendra Modi sending that best wishes through a letter. In fact, he's also gone on to say that even as that they step into their new life and a new chapter, all blessings to both Vijay Deverakonda and Rashmika Mandanna. So needs to be seen now. You see what's really going to be there for Feb 26th. Back to you, Deepak.
Absolutely, and the Prime Minister, of course, here wishing them the best, giving them a few tips about how to live a beautiful life together, and the family is, of course, quite elated with the Prime Minister himself writing that letter to the both of them. And now, meanwhile, here at NDTV, of course, we've been bringing you all the latest updates as to what's happening in the wedding of Virosh, from a cricket match to the dignitaries. Here's a report on everything that's happening over the next couple of days.
Wedding bells in Udaipur are now echoing across the country. What many thought would be a grand yet confidential cinematic celebration has now turned out to be a vibrant mix of games, playful banter between the bride and the groom's families. Ferosh is trending across Instagram and fans can't keep calm, wondering what it means. The hashtag blends the names of pan-India sensation Rashmika Mandanna and Telugu heartthrob Vijay Deverakonda, who are all set to tie the knot on the 26th of February in Rajasthan's Udaipur. Though the wedding rituals remain private, the couple is keeping fans updated about their Instagram stories. From a lively pool volleyball match and a royal dinner to a sneak peek of their wedding card, every moment is being shared. The ultimate highlight of the celebration is the Virosh Premier League, a cricket-themed twist to the wedding festivities. Not quite a competition, but a memory in the making. A cute cricket bat engraved with Virosh, a silver medal bearing their wedding date, and quirky placards reading Virosh Premier League. It's a celebration that feels both unique and deeply personal. Bureau Report, NDTV.
So for all the entertainment buffs out there, we'll of course keep a close track of everything that's happening and bring you the latest updates. Now over to my colleague Ashwin from Kerala. He takes you through the top developments there.
Thank you, Deepak. In fact, it has become Keralam, and that is a big story, Deepak. In fact, after that cabinet approval for the name of the state to be Keralam, it has garnered a lot of political reactions. In fact, first to criticize the name itself was Shashi Tharoor MP, who went on to even poke fun at the timing of it, stating that this is an election stunt, and then went on to even say that what is the point of naming it right now, because the union government has not given Kerala any good enterprises, not given any institutions, not even aims have been set up, but playing with the minds of people. So that criticism came. At the same time, BJP President, State President Rajiv Chandrasekhar has congratulated and even thanked Prime Minister Modi for his swift action. In fact, he went on to even say that he had written a letter stating that this is a demand that is equivocally demanded by all the citizens of Kerala, and restoration of a name is imperative to get back the cultural strongholds of Kerala. A slew of such reactions are coming in. Let's hear what the political reactions are coming in on this topic.
I am very happy because look, please understand, our Keralam is called God's own country. It is a state with a huge history, a long history of rich tradition, culture. The British came, other people came and tried to make it something else. But we should, as we build Vikasita Keralam, we should not forget who we are, where we came from. And so I think calling our state Keralam is very, very, very appropriate, because we are going to be a state that is going to restore our traditions, restore our culture, protect our culture and heritage, and at the same time build a modern, forward-looking economy and build this Vikasita Keralam that is the dream of every Malayali.
It's already been Kerala and Malayalam. So now the Malayalam word is coming in English. I don't know what difference it makes. You know, the government has not given us an aim, has not given us any new institutions, has not given us support for coastal erosion. They have given us no projects in the union budget. But when it comes to a name change, they're willing to authorize it. That's what's happening between our government in the centre and the government in the state.
And in the Rajya Sabha, I had a chance to raise this issue. It was in July 22nd, 2024, that this demand was made. Now, our people are very happy. It's not a symbolic change. It says a lot. And but unfortunately, the BJP is trying to make politics out of it. It has nothing to do with politics. It is the sincere wish and demand of the millions of Keralites. and we welcome this decision.
Well, that's the latest update from the state of Kerala. Now, moving on to my colleague Vijay for some important updates from the state of Tamil Nadu.
Thank you, Ashwin. Ahead of 2026 elections, day to day, the political war of words intensifying in the state of Tamil Nadu. Amid the Prime Minister Modi is scheduled to visit Madurai on March 1. He is expected to attend various government events and also to be part of Grand NDA Alliance meeting, and also likely to visit Tirupparangundram temple also. Remember what exactly happened during Kartike Deepam. There was a huge controversy over lighting of Kartike Deepam in top of Tirupparangundram hill. The cases are pending before court and still awaiting whether the Deepam will be light there or not. I mean, this Prime Minister Modi is expected to visit there. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin took dig at Prime Minister Modi, saying that very often Prime Minister Modi may visit Tamil Nadu hereafter, saying as this is an election season, these are all political stunt. Meanwhile, they are not, BJP-led union government is not doing anything for the state of Tamil Nadu. Yesterday there was a cabinet meeting in which they had allocated they allocated funds for Gujarat Metro Rail, but nothing for Tamil Nadu. Even in the recent union budget, even with despite many requests from state government, Tamil Nadu government, there was nothing allocated to the state of Tamil Nadu. Even he criticized BJP ADMK alliance, saying that ADMK is dependent on BJP, which is DAPA engine. Meanwhile, BJP MK Stalin calls ADMK as a sinking ship. Let's listen to what MK Stalin had to say.
Anand, you said something?
Before going into the bite, we have Sam Daniel. Sam, over to you for a story on Sasikala. You know, close aide of Jayalalitha launched a party. Sam, over to you.
That's right. Thank you, Vijay. Expelled AIADMK chief Sasikala has said she is launching a new political party. She made this announcement yesterday at Pasumpan as part of late Jayalalitha's birthday celebrations. Sasikala is yet to name the party but has released the party's flag, which has the colors of the AIADMK flag with images of Annadurai, M.G. Ramachandran and Jayalalitha. She says it will be a Dravidian party led by the policies of these three Dravidian leaders, including Jayalalitha. And Sasikala's aim is to target the AIADMK led by EPS. She calls him a betrayer because it was she who handpicked EPS as the chief minister before she went to jail to serve the conviction in the disproportionate assets case. But later, when she was behind bars, EPS and OPS patched up and they expelled Sasikala. And now it's been several years and the legal struggle continues for Sasikala to get back that position in the party. And sources close to her say she aims to field her candidates and to split particularly the votes from the Thevar community, which could lead to further erosion of the support base for the AIADMK in the southern districts in particular. The party had suffered 3 consecutive poll defeats after Jayalalitha died, largely because 3 leaders from this community, which plays a key role in the party, have been expelled, including Sasikala, O. Pannirselvam and TTV Dinakaran. Dinakaran alone is back in the NDA fold, but EPS sources say has not given the nod to BJP to bring back Sasikala or to bring Sasikala and OPS into the NDA fold. It's in this context she has now planned to launch a party to take on EPS. But the AIADMK says that this will have zero impact on them, and they also question the morality of this particular action, that a person who has been disqualified following conviction in a corruption case to launch a party and to orchestrate in the form of fielding candidates, and that they say this will not work on the ground. This is what Sasikala told me, and responses from other political parties, particularly her political opponents.
புதிய கட்சி ஆரம்பிக்கப்படுங்க என்ன அனௌன்ஸ்மென்ட்ஸ் இல்லைங்க, இன்னைக்கு வந்து கொடியை அறிமுகம் பண்ணுறோம். மற்றபடி நிறைய விஷயங்களை மக்களுக்கு நான் சொல்ல வேண்டியது இருக்குது. அதுக்காக தான் இந்த 78வது அம்மாவுடைய பிறந்த நாளில் நான் பேச போகிறேன்.
I think that is a decision that might have an implication on the upcoming election. But whatever it is, it will depend entirely on what steps she takes, what is her stand, and how she moves forward. Others are independent decisions.
அதாவது அமமுக அதிமுக தான் 99.9% தொண்டர்கள் போராடி நினைந்து விட்டோம். மற்றவர்கள் சுதந்திர இந்தியாவில் ஜனநாயக நாட்டில் யாருடைய விருப்பம் எது வேண்டாலும் செய்யலாம். ஆனா அம்மாவின் தொண்டர்கள் அதனால யாரும் ஏதோ தொடங்கலாம். திடீர் சாம்பார், திடீர் இட்லி மாதிரி நான் சொல்றேன். அது மாதிரி திடீர் கட்சிகள் வரலாம். அம்மாவின் ஆட்சி அமைப்போம், அம்மாவின் கட்சி ஒன்றிணைப்போம் என்று சொன்னவர்கள் அவர்கள் சாயம் வெளுக்கின்ற நேரம் வந்திருக்கு. இது போன்ற அம்மாவின் ஆட்சி வருவதை யாராலும் தடுக்க முடியாது. அதனால நீங்கள் வேண்டுமானால் அந்த 0.1% நீங்கள் எப்படி.
Well, that's it from Tamil Nadu. Now it's over to Ritu again for more news from Bengaluru. Ritu?
Thank you, Sam. Well, you see, Azim Premji University is surrounded with a controversy now right after the ABVP staged a sudden protest on the premises, raising slogans against the university authorities. In fact, now this whole because ABVP was up in arms against the seminar that was getting placed there at around 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Now, before even that the seminar got started, you see, you had the ABVP students basically barging inside the premises, vandalizing the properties of the universities. Now, merely because they were against a seminar that was getting conducted there over on a topic of Kashmir and also on the other matter of the past of the history of the Kashmir. In fact, now there you have the ABVP, which in fact had called that whole seminar as in the anti-national, has stated that the seminar that was getting projected there was completely derogatory in nature as well against that of an Indian army men personals, and they did not the whole of seminar to be conducted there. Later point, of course, you had the police, you see, intervening there and taking them into a preventive custody as well. There's an FIR that also been registered, but of course you can see through our visuals on our screen how in fact that this whole really the whole row that turned out on the premises of Azim Premji University. You have the university also providing that of a clarification, but you listen into what that the Home Minister Dr. G. Parmeshwar had to say on this whole controversy.
ಹೌದು, ಅವರು ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟರವರೆಗೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪರ ವಿರೋಧ ಆಗೇ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವರು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಡೆಯೋದು ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು, ಆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊಡೆಯೋಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾನೂನು ಇವರೇ ಕೈಗೆ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾ ಪೊಲೀಸರು? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಸಹಿಸೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಿಸ್ತಿನ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು.
मैं इस वक्त अजीम प्रेमजी यूनिवर्सिटी के ठीक बाहर हूँ, जहाँ पर ये यूनिवर्सिटी बेंगलुरु के सज्जापुर रोड पर है और यहाँ पर जो है एक कार्यक्रम जो है आयोजित होने वाला था, जहां पर एबीवीपी ने ये आरोप लगाया है कि इंडियन आर्मी को लेकर अपमानजनक टिप्पणी और कश्मीर को भारत से अलग करने के विचारों को जो है बढ़ावा देने के सेमिनार को एक रखा गया था। उसी के खिलाफ जो है एबीवीपी सदस्यों ने विश्वविद्यालय के खिलाफ प्रदर्शन किया मंगलवार को और संपर्क संगठन पर राष्ट्र विरोधी सेमिनार आयोजित करने का आरोप भी लगाया है। आप देख सकते हैं कि किस तरीके से अब जो है यहाँ पर सिक्योरिटी को स्टेप अप कर दिया गया है। कैंपस के अंदर भी अगर आप देखने जाएंगे तो किस तरीके से यहाँ पर जो डायरेक्शंस के बोर्ड है उन पर भी जो है काले इंक को लगाया गया, बैंड्स पार्क लिखा गया है और कहीं सारे जो है जो स्लोगन्स है वो लगाए गए यहाँ पर एबीवीपी के तरफ से। और तुरंत जो है क्योंकि उन्होंने इस गेट से अंदर जाकर इस तरीके का जो विरोध प्रदर्शन किया, उसी को लेकर तुरंत Well, you see, there's another news, in fact, from IT city Bengaluru therein. While that the recently released data by the national, in fact, the Karnataka State Pollution Control Board had stated that how that 90% of the lake water remains to be unsafe for the human touch therein because it's not potable, it cannot be used for bathing or for that matter to drinking. But there's, you see, an interesting story that has come out of Bengaluru where that, the residents, the group of residents have really come out to massively transform this Beneganahalli lake, which is located on Madras. If you had in fact walked into this lake, if you are a Bangalorean, you would know how that back then in 2019 it was completely a barren land, no water was seen, it was only a foul smell. But look at today how that it's really been transformed completely with that of a fresh air, and anybody can, the senior citizens, the children have been seen making use of this lake. So this is really set as a different, nicer example from the city. NDTV brings you this ground report. Watch it. We are right now at Beneganahalli Lake. Now, if you in fact had walked in here in 2019, you find no water here. It was chalked with sewage and weed. But all thanks to Bengaluru group of residents, in fact, who really came forward to ensure that this lake really gets rejuvenated. It was a collective will that they really, came up with to rejuvenate the lake. And today, all thanks to them, that anybody can really walk in here. Children can play as well. I have few of them here to speak about it. So firstly, talk to us about your journey. How chalked it was in 2019 to today. It looks really very beautiful, clean, no foul smell at all.
2019, the lake one could walk through and reach the island by foot, where there are a lot of weeds and no water. But then we realized that this is important, that we rejuvenate this lake. The Association of Pai Layout, young enthusiasts took part, sacrificed their weekends to do 6 months rejuvenation process.
Many of the lakes are actually abandoned now. I think government and civic bodies and actually need to come up with it together and to fight these. Lakes are so important, and then actually, so you said there's so many lakes. I think it is like from 3 figures to the 2 figures now. I think that is important.
Lakes, in fact, now when we talk about Beneganahalli Lake, you see today it has a children's park, it has an open gym as well. There are various shelters that are really put up here at the lake area where that anybody can really walk, sit under the shelter, does not have any sort of a foul smell as well. Now that's the beauty of the Beneganahalli Lake. Now this of course stands as an example that how that when the government really failed, the residents took the matter onto their own hands and have rejuvenated the lake. I have to do right. Well, there's a breaking news that's coming. Now this looks like what really happened back therein by Nara Lokesh, who had taken it all on his X platform to talk about the spice and other thing on that of taking over on the Bengaluru, about the various companies which are being moved by Nara Lokesh to his state. Now you have the industries minister from Karnataka taking that subtle jibe over Nara Lokesh, where he's speaking about about that whole of a controversy about this is the spice, because he's gone on to put out the pictures of it as well, how that the Google has basically might have gone to their state, but there are various such companies that have moved here in Bengaluru, whether it's about OpenAI office. You have Amazon, which in fact recently opened its Asia's second largest office here in Bengaluru. You have Tesla as well. You have various such companies basically which has really moved here in the IT city Bengaluru. So even as that the Nara Lokesh in the past had taken a multiple jibe against the ministers of IT minister for that matter of this Karnataka, Priyank Kharge, or against the industries minister MB Patil as well. Now this time you have MB Patil taking it all out against Nara Lokesh, and in fact setting out that example to show him that that's something the spice has really been seen here in terms of major such businesses basically moving here and building their huge facilities as well, and looking forward to a long time commitment with the Karnataka government and to create various jobs for the Bengalurians for that way. All that now needs to be seen, you see, whether that the Nara Lokesh will again take a reverse jibe at the minister MB Patil. So that's all we had here on our Southern View show. We will continue to bring in you more news, but right now we slip into a short break.